Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. Now earlier today I was organizing my digital art files, came across an old drawing that I don't remember ever drawing. Now this was back in 2010, I was 10 years old, and the drawing in question was this one. Pause. Before you say anything, yes, I know first thing you may notice are some extreme, unrealistic, cringy proportions. Again, I was 10 when I drew this, so please cut me some slack. Now, when I first rediscovered this drawing, two things came to mind. Number one, what the hell are these proportions, Jasmine? Like, seriously? And number two, I'm curious to see how it would look like if I redrew this with my current art skills and knowledge. This idea was obviously not new to me, as I did try this back when I was 16. I literally redrew this character next to the one back from 2010. And seeing that made me want to redraw her even more. So here we are today. This week, I will be fixing my old cringy artwork by redrawing it. So, let's get to it. So I wanted to start and do like a full body pose, since the drawing itself was originally a full body pose. I'm kind of sketching her out. Obviously, my style has changed severely since I last drew it. I like drawing my girls with a lot more meat on their bones, specifically some strong quads and legs. I don't know, I recently had an obsession drawing that. I've also gotten better at drawing wrinkles on the clothing, as well as drawing hands and such. So I feel like drawing this here now obviously shows my current skill set versus the one when I was 10. And I feel very proud of myself for so far of how much I've grown. Here, I'm just looking up for a random color palette, since I never settled on how she technically looks with her color palette. So I kind of just used a color palette generator and I went from there. I know I wanted her to have more of a tanner tone, so that's what I went with, and the other colors were picked by the color palette generator. So I did try to give her more of a soft look at first. That's just me here struggling with trying to keep it more of like a softer kind of tone. I did opt out of it later on, you'll see that later, but you can't say I didn't try. It's quite difficult to do this type of coloring scheme. I do hope that one day I am able to master it. But for now, I'll just stick to what I know and improve it bit by bit. There's no need to rush. And now here's my favorite part, actually rendering the piece. I absolutely love rendering. It's my favorite part of the drawing. It just really brings the whole piece together, and seeing the rendering process in sped up time frame really makes me feel like I didn't do a lot of work, but it took hours to do, honestly. So my rendering style now is more of a detailed approach. I used to keep it simple, but I feel like I prefer it whenever I could add more details. So the more quote-unquote realistic it looks, the better it is for me. So if you see me going in and out in the same spot, that's why. I'm just very picky with how it looks. I could always do a future rendering tutorial if you guys are interested, so let me know down below if you are. Also, that I start to render the muscles on the legs that I mentioned earlier that I'm currently obsessed with doing. Now, one thing I will admit that's still difficult for me to this day is shoes. I don't really feel comfortable or confident enough to draw shoes alone. I always need a reference. I'm sure one day if I keep drawing it, I should be more confident. But as of right now, I am definitely not. I started doing this thing where I left rendering the face for last. Since it's my favorite part to do, it kind of keeps me eager to finish the whole painting. If I do the face first, I kind of lose motivation for the rest of the drawing, so I started leaving it for last so that way I can actually finish my paintings. And here's the final piece. So comparing my current drawing versus the first drawing from 2010, as I figured, I've obviously improved, but looking deeper into the improvements, I noticed that I was not that afraid of drawing hands when I was 10, since you can actually see that I attempted to draw it. Go me! I've become much more confident and capable of drawing hands. That's a good change to see. Another is body proportions. I do believe that I stayed true to 10-year-old Jasmine's vision of this character, but I made her seem more realistic, like this could actually be someone. I know just by looking at my current redraw, I've improved on everything. I did go into this knowing that it would look better, but I did this to see on what aspects specifically I've improved on over the years, and redrawing an old piece is great for that. It gives you a boost of confidence when you start to doubt your art skills. It helps you put in perspective the growth of how far you've come as an artist, and that your best days are just ahead of you. If you liked this week's video, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of this video. I'm very curious to see. And with that, I'll see you guys next week. Bye now.